All right, what's up? What's up, guys? I want to hear myself talk here. Make sure we got audio. All right, I can hear myself talk. That's kind of weird, but weird seeing yourself on there. We are ready to rock. First off, I want to say we are here a little earlier than normal. So I've got a 2-year-old running around in the living room. So I apologize if you hear him screaming through. We're not a professional setup here, so quality wise, if we're a little blurry or anything like that, just doing my best out here, just trying to provide a little bit of insight to the cappers we have and everything like that. So if you are new here, we got 188 people in here live right now. Do me a favor and retweet this. That would be fantastic. If you retweeted it, let us grow and get this going all the way. If you're new here for the first time, we're just doing interviews, right? I had Feezy on the first time. I had somebody else on me first time, but that person's no longer with us right now currently. And then I had Feezy most recently. Today we have the man, the myth, the legend. My boy Weiss is with us, and because he is this entity or whatever, right? For the time being, we're going to keep his identity a secret. So he's going to roll with the audio, but the video segment will maybe come at a later time after he smashes a couple, plus 10,000 parlays for us. But Weiss, you can hear me all right, right? You there?
I appreciate that.
There you are. So everybody, how this works is I've got some preset questions here, a little bit of like an interview style kind of thing going on, but I will be able to get into some of the comments and stuff. I see a lot of comments flying through here. I appreciate all those retweets and everything that are kind of coming through here as well. So we'll go through some of these pre-made questions. This is designed to be about 30, minutes, 45 minutes or so. So definitely keep them coming and whatnot. But you're right there. But yeah. So why don't you let's just start it off plain and simple. Why don't you just tell us about yourself, sir?
Not much to tell. I got into sports like 2-3 years ago. I'm from New Jersey. I've had the sports betting really helped me kind of open up for me the sense of investments and some passive income. Love basketball. I love going out to eat with close to my family. Just trying to stay busy.
Right on. And that's what it's all about, staying busy. My son's knocking on the door currently right now, if y'all can hear that. So I apologize. And I might have missed it because I got distracted by him, but what got you into sports gambling? Like, what was like that like defining moment maybe where you're like, man, like I like betting on sports?
I always threw out little bets, and it was mostly for games, the Super Bowl, playoff games. And one I think in the bubble, the Boston was playing, and Marcus Smart was the highest odds on the for first basket. So I remember I walked into FanDuel, do it $200 on Marcus, would win me $2,600. So it opened up before COVID. It was packed. The place was packed. So I put up my hand, like deuce, letting the guy know 200. And he took that as 2 bets of 200. I remember I used to work at
I've seen that ticket.
A deli a long time ago and bet lottery tickets. And if you put in the wrong number, they would still take the ticket out of. So I said, you know what? Don't cancel the ticket. Give me both of them. So he hits it. I never won that much on a sports bet before. I was hyped. I mean, don't know what came over me. I said, let's let this ride. It was the Clippers, and I just remember the Nuggets were down a few points, and they were like 50. It was Game 7, and I remember the Clippers were always just a down team, like they couldn't hold the lead. So I said, let's I'm gonna put on the Nuggets, and they couldn't close the gap. I got fists, and I went to sleep, and I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I rolled over in bed, and I grabbed my eyes. I barely see this, and I won, and it was like $22 or $23,000. And I remember it was
wow.
4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I read it was still there, and I brought it inside with me, and then I was betting was from that point. When odds are minus 190, whatever it is, and you're betting $100, it's not worth it, But if you're betting like on Zeke when he was an animal to score a touchdown, and you knew he was the guy scoring 10, 12, 14 TDs a week. It's almost every week he's scoring. For me to put out, lay out the whole bet, just to bring back, 10 grand, it was worth it. So I went. This is a crazy number. I studs just to score a game, and I went like 22 for like 24 in the next few weeks, and I built a. Then I just realized, for me, spread betting wasn't it. The regular public, I couldn't hit. I was enticed by Vegas line. It wasn't working, but I watched enough football where I knew who was scoring, getting the ball, who was the man.
Right. That's for sure. I lost my screen here. Yeah, like I said, so got some comments. I don't know what's up, guys. Like I said before, I'm not a professional. Neither one of us are here. So Weiss, for some reason, you are cutting in and out a little bit. So I don't know if you're moving your head or anything like that, but we'll keep rolling through it and just see what happens. But let's see what sorry, threw me off. So is NFL then your favorite? NFL your favorite to bet on, or is NBA your favorite?
It's my favorite is definitely NFL. Profitable was NBA just because of a few basketball players, Roy Hachimura and what's Joel Embiid. First, every one of their games, they would win the tip, score. They're just blasted to the lines. At one point, Roy and Alex Leonard were plus 1,300. And the guys would barely score anything during the game. It just happened in those games, and these guys would just score the ball first, score the first basket.
Right.
And again, NBA most profitable, but NFL is my favorite.
Yeah, and I think most people enjoy betting on, I think, NFL more than, everybody's sitting here waiting for NFL season to come back on, and obviously we're pretty pumped to have it back tomorrow. Coming out of the dog days of summer, they call it, dealing with MLB and everything like that. So I've done all right. We almost made it with a 10K challenge and whatnot, but definitely excited to have some football back. As most people say that's their best sport. Most people say like it's the easiest sport to bet on, which I guess take that with a grain of salt or whatever. But yeah, NFL and NBA definitely aren't two favorites to try to bet on or whatever. All right, so as far as like we're talking about anytime touchdown parlays and whatnot that you've hit, what are you looking at anything in particular when you come up with something like these big hits, like looking in terms of matchups or whatnot, or like what do you like? I guess try to take us through like what's going through your head, I suppose, when you putting together one of these like big wins that you've had.
Yeah. So I'm definitely looking at volume guys. The main players on the teams. People got double-digit touchdowns this season. That means they're scoring, almost every game. Cook, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp. These guys and they don't score 1 week. It actually almost makes me happy because I know they're scoring the next guys. Matchups, as crazy as it sounds, I don't want to get too analytical. a good player is going to score. It's just how it is. I remember people thought down Devontae Adams and he dropped like 150 yards and 2 touchdowns on him. So, I shrugged my shoulder. And, these guys are going to feed these guys the ball.
Right.
So, score, doesn't matter who's covering them. They're going to get them the ball. The guy's going to score. Volume's just there. It just takes Dalvin Cook one broken tackle, to get up.
Sure. As a Vikings fan.
Nice.
Yeah, right on. I mean, that makes sense too. And then, so what about like, just like, do like narratives play into that too? If it's somebody's birthday or anything along those lines.
Oh, the narratives. It's unfortunately it's there's no just the numbers in the sense of like it just works out. So one of the reasons, especially week 1, is the Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers were arguably the best duo ever maybe in history. So now they're on different teams. Both have something to prove now. Devontae Adams to score this week to let people know that he didn't need Aaron Rodgers. Anyone can do it. Derek Carr is going to give him touchdowns.
Right.
If you go bad look for him, it really would be, because people are going to be like, look, now he's not going to score touchdowns. On the other side, Aaron Rodgers is like, I didn't need Devontae Adams. Anybody look good. So these guys, like Lazard, Tanya, what's his name? The running back, I'm blanking out right now. Williams, not Jamal Williams. Who's the guy?
For the Packers?
Come on, guys, help me out.
For who?
Whatever. They're gonna get Rodgers will make anybody look good. The guy.
Right.
To me, he's the most skilled quarterback ever in history. He's gonna,
Sure.
I'm looking for the prop that I haven't seen it yet, but for him to throw 2+, win or lose, I think it's gonna happen.
Right.
He has to do it. They'll off 4 times, or go scoreless, and everyone's gonna be like, look, you're not, So I see 2 big games coming from these guys.
Yeah.
A little narrative.
Hopefully.
A little bit. I'm sorry. What?
No, it just popped. I didn't know if I was losing people or not. It just popped up on my screen here that I had an error or something like that. So who knows? Out here winging it, guys. But my one of the bigger hits that I had was the very first game last year. Tom Brady. Was it? I don't remember if it was last year or not, but I think it was his first year with the Bucs. But his line was at 2.5. It might have been plus money or something like that. And I remember I put a good chunk on that, and I think it cashed by the first half or something along those lines. So those quarterback props, for touchdowns are generally pretty solid plays. But I've definitely found myself betting those, and I forget to check weather or something like that, and it's raining or snowing or something, and then it turns into a game where they're only running the ball. So it comes and goes, I suppose. But I got a few more pre-made questions here. If we're gonna have people coming in and out of here. If you guys have any particular questions for myself or Weiss here, definitely make sure you're putting them in the chat there. Outside of audio cutting in and out, I am aware. I appreciate you guys letting me know that. Nothing I can do about it. But let me see if there. Let me scroll through here and see if we got any questions. Somebody said Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown, contract year, and Jets defense. How about that narrative? I can see that.
Yeah, I actually have him. I'm building I don't do too many of these, but and he is in one of them to to score. I mean, that's what the guy does. He's going to run it in. Especially the Jets. I could see that getting out of hand. I'm not a Jets fan.
Right. I have like a suicide pool, and I took the Ravens over the Jets. But I'm going to be in Tennessee for that, so I just want to lock that in real quick. They want to know about money line and spread plays. I think you said you're not too much of a fan of those. Are you betting? You think you'll give any of those out if you like any in the Discord, or those the kind of bets you normally stay away from?
I'm not a big. I've just seen too many. When it comes to the money line and spreads. I stick to what I'm good at, and I kind of caution all the bettors too out there. Every day, every game, whatever it is, find your spot and stay, positive and profitable.
Right. Positive and profitable.
One for the spread is the Cleveland and Panthers game. And Baker Mayfield, had come out and said, he wants that win.
Right.
And they're capable of doing it, so I really do feel like they're going to win that game and cover.
Yeah. And I like to, I don't know, like I know, I mean, college football, obviously, if you guys haven't been following along the Discord, I think I'm hitting at like over 80% clip so far in college football. And obviously that's just money lines and spreads, for the most part, so I mean, it definitely, can be profitable. And I missed it here, guys, in the beginning too. For the people in here live, we appreciate it. And then, people watching us recorded version, I appreciate that just as much. Like I said, I mean, we had people kind of come in and out and everything like that. But at the bottom of the screen there, let's see, it's more of this corner over here. MeasyPicks.com, $25 biweekly, $50 monthly. So I had some comments in here asking, whether or not like you sold your prop plays and, how to find them and stuff like that. So you just have to join the Discord. It's pretty easy. We do have my son is something crazy right now, guys. We do have a free program and link or whatever. It's tweeted out by the Measy Pick Support Twitter all the time. You, however, will not get my plays or his plays in there. Sometimes VIP cappers will drop some plays in there, but it is more for the community stars. By law, joining in for the $25 biweekly or the $50 monthly, you get my plays, Measy, Weiss, Feezy, and MMA, the World Basketball Team, rugby, golf, so on and so forth. So, and I say it on my, I do a most part daily show. Some of you guys probably caught me on there before. Some people said they didn't know what I look like, and I say that's surprising because I feel like I'm in front of this camera every day. But I don't even feel like I'm the best. I'm sorry, I'm not even like in the top half of talent. So like if you like my plays, like definitely want to hop in there. $20 biweekly, like I said, $50 monthly, to come here and hang out with us. And some people asking, some certain questions, and I'm gonna get to some of them and ignore some others. But we have this guy here is giving out a 2-leg parlay that, let's see, somebody said they dropped a unit on it, and he's going to see what, all this talk is about, so no pressure there for you, sir. And then, we had another solo, prop given out or whatever, for a wide receiver touchdown as well. So there will be some good stuff in there. And it sounds like the guy's working on some plays as well. There's one in here that I wanted to pull. Let me see. Talking about a narrative, and it's something that I've been thinking of. I lost it. Oh, right here. Dawson Knox scoring a touchdown tomorrow night in honor of his late brother. Talking about narratives. And he just got a big contract. So I mean, Weiss, that's gotta be something pretty decent there, doesn't it?
I didn't hear about that, but like we were discussing before the show, I am in anytime touchdown for that game. And he was going to be one of them. Much better. So tell whoever that was, thank you.
Yeah, right Is he posts on Twitter or Discord? So he is pretty new to Twitter, which may be frustrating to some of you because I think he has like 1,300 followers already, and I don't like you've tweeted like twice or something like that, maybe. But he's in the Discord, so whether whether or not he chooses to give public plays, that's something that we do. Is I started out I have that cool screenshot where what was it, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, or something like that. I was celebrating 200 followers. Now I am 10,000 more than that. I started out giving free plays, and I like to continue to do that because that's where I came up from and everything like that. So that's why I've been doing a lot of MLB. We did the 10K challenge for free on Twitter, including the Discord. But he, is exclusive to the Discord, and we'll be sharing, just like me, more plays in the Discord than on Twitter. I've got let's see. Oh, and then a lot of people asking about units on that play in there, Weiss. For the most part, I think people have been seeing, if you don't have a unit on there, you think we just thinking one unit on there if you don't specify?
Yeah, I'm getting more for you guys. I just kind of, I don't want to say I wildly bet, but I put out a certain dollar amount on a bet. You guys can't be first, bet or whatever it is, because when we hit, and I promise you we're going to hit, you're talking 6x, we're going to get some big hits. So, we're going to be free rolling for a long time.
Yeah.
I just, I don't want to designate certain dollar amounts, out there. But yeah, I mean, for the play, the 1 and 2 leggers are just one unit, so, a piece.
Sure, that makes sense. And then whether or not you're in the Discord or you're thinking about joining there, prop shop in there. I'll try to get him on here eventually. But he, just in terms of like units and talking about like lottos and stuff, he says he does one per game. He does 16 of them or whatever, depending on bye weeks and whatnot. Well, 16 seems like too many, but no, that's right. Until bye weeks, but for like I forget what he said, if it was like a 1/10 of a unit or something like that, but is it just got to hit one of them and then it pays for the rest, and if you hit 2 or 3, it's gravy. So we just got to get a couple wins in there, and we'll be flying. If you've seen some of the tickets, obviously this man here with me bets higher, but that's okay. That's still sticking to your own units and whatnot will be proved profitable going forward in there. And if generally speaking, if you're in the Discord, you're thinking about joining the Discord, it's smart to play one person's you can't bet everything, right? No FOMO or anything like that. I find myself doing it every once in a while, but you can't bet every person's plays. You're going to run out of money. There's no ways. And a lot of times you can't pick and choose. So, I mean, if you're interested and you see this guy hitting these big parlays, all the time, nonstop, and, you think you want to follow him, then, you play everything that he puts out, and, you're bound to be up, at the end of the season or midway through the season or in a couple weeks or something like that, So good practice in there in the Discord is, to stay after, stay true, on one person or whatever. All right, I'm going to move on to one of my questions. We kind of dried out on some questions, but hit me up. More questions if you got them. And then let me see what I got in here that favorite football team.
Oh man, I hate when people ask this. My whole life growing up, I loved Peyton Manning. When they dropped him, I was devastated. I was angry. I became a Denver fan right away.
Sure.
He got a championship there. I thought that was the worst move the Colts ever did, because years with Peyton Manning, to me, was better than 15 years with Andrew. He proved him wrong, and when he retired, I was like a wanderer, just kind of following football, watching teams. So now, you guys are going to hate me, but I'm kind of a Cowboys fan right now. My uncle liked him when I was a kid. My uncle took me to my first game. It was Giants and Cowboys, but them a little bit. I wouldn't say die hard, but again, not really a team. But there are some teams I really dislike. Some followers, but Giants fan.
For me, like that's the Cowboys.
The worst.
You said Giants fan, yeah.
Oh man, when they started going off about Eli being I just can't take any of them seriously anymore.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I got some people in here. That question doesn't make sense. You probably meant college or NFL. Am I better at college or NFL? I'd say it's pretty equal, but college I think is a lot more forgiving. Like what should happen in college generally happens in college. Whereas, in NFL, it's any given Sunday. Like the Jets could beat the Ravens on Sunday, and everybody's probably got the Ravens money line and like a parlay or something like that. But you never know. The Jets could win. Why somebody in here says they've been following you for quite a while. He's humble, respectful, and genuine big teddy bear. So I don't know if you know who that person is, but that was a nice compliment for you.
That's nice of him. Tell him thank you very much.
Yeah,
I try to do my thing, just to, treating people with respect, giving back. This tradition every time we go out to a nice meal, we put together a few bucks and we'll hand them when having a hard time outside. Yeah,
that's nice. When people, you got a little money to give around, it doesn't hurt to, share their wealth or whatever. So, a lot of people in here asking about promo codes and whatnot. Sometimes I can dig one up, and if one's working, if you want to DM me about a possible half off for a month, I might be able to come up with one. Just hit me up in the DMs, and I can see if I can't find one for you. A lot of cappers are good. Yeah, cappers are good. A lot of goats in here. Weiss is a goat. Ride or die Colts fan. I grew up in Indiana. I'm not even a Colts fan. But yeah, like going back to Measy picks, like I said, like if you're in here and you're trying to figure out whether or not if you're, and not to like talk about like people's money and stuff like that, but if you're gambling, you probably have $25 to spare bi-weekly, just to test it out, just for 2 weeks, right? That's what bi-weekly means. $25 to get the plays, and like I can't sit here probably legally and say you're gonna get your money back, but like there's so many good there's so much like value in the Discord that like literally like if you like get in there if you're at work and you're like, man, I'm bored during this meeting, and you want to just pop in real quick and see what's going on, like the world basketball team is popping off betting on Croatia versus whoever they're playing, you know what I'm saying? And like the Euro basketball that's going on right now. Tennis has got something going on right now. There's literally world basketball going on at all points. Korean baseball going overnight. Gateway with rugby is killer. He does them overnight. There's literally 9 like nonstop. There is nonstop something to bet on. It's not just the primetime sports that like iCap or like Weiss caps. Like when we get into NBA season, like there's NBA on every day at night, but like there's there's sports like leading up to it and whatnot. My top 4, the Hilltoppers, Appalachian State, North Texans, the Coast. Oh, favorite people to bet on? Yeah, that sounds about right. I like Air Force a lot too. Air Force is one of my favorite teams to bet on. Coastal Carolina and Air Force, I think, are killers. And then there was another team that I saw that I really I liked, but I forget. In all caps, I think he's answered this question already. He does not just bet on touchdown props. I've seen him hit. You do some like same game parlays and stuff too, right? With some yards and whatnot, Weiss?
I do. I like to do it when I see things that I just think are wrong or have some good value. I'm not just going to start because every game obviously has all the different options of yards and receptions. But when I see something I think is just not right or not numerically appropriate in the sense of what they're putting out there, I'll take my stance and bet against it. I don't think someone's going to have a great game receiving. I'll bet the unders and different things.
Sure.
Not too often. I'm not betting first to score so often as well. On the bigger games where it makes it a little bit more fun.
Primetime stuff, yeah.
Yeah, again, I just like to stick to what I'm good at.
Yeah. And then that's it too. Like, I think that's perfect for people that are here listening. People are on the recorded version. Just stick to what you're good at. You know what I'm saying? Like, too often I think people get caught in the weeds and they're trying to have like a bunch of plays out or something like that. I mean, like I've literally made a living off of betting even money plays. Like, I don't care if it's flashy. I don't care if I need it, but I'm going to tease two. I'm going to take two teams that should win, and I'm going to tease the hell out of them, and I'm going to bet it for plus 100, and I'm going to feel good doing it. And I'm going to win a unit, and I'm going to ride off in the sunset knowing I'm going to go to bed knowing that I'm plus money. If I got 3 of those, 4 of those, or something like that, perfect. So you don't have to have 10 plays. You don't have to be smacking plus 6,000 parlays. Like, it's okay to do what works for you. And then with that, like on Sundays, guys, and like Saturdays too, like I love to bet on college football. I hate to bet on college football on Saturdays. I can't stand it. I don't like it. Just like with college basketball, I don't like to bet college basketball on Saturday. There are too many games. There's too many games for me to look at. There's too many games for me to track. I prefer betting on a random MAC game on a Wednesday night, a Thursday night. I like it when I got 4 or 5 games to hone in on and I can find what's best instead of trying to find, like this huge slate. So like generally for me on Sundays, the 1 o'clock games, 4 o'clock games, maybe I got, an anytime touchdown, maybe like DraftKings does that 3-leg, 25% boost. I like to do that. But I'm a Thursday night guy, Monday night guy, and Sunday night is when I'm doing my same game parlays or anything like that. Cause you can hone in on like that event instead of getting caught in the weeds, So, what else? I got any questions? Let's see. Too many fire cappers in here. I got my membership back the same day I joined. Appreciate the shout out. That's pretty much how it goes. For the longest time, I had somebody, I don't know if they DM me or whatever, but in his first day, he turned $40 into like 400 by following my plays. And it's like, that's what's up. I had that as my pinned post on Twitter for the longest time because that's awesome, right? Like $40 to 400 in a day is pretty good. 5-0 in Euro basketball today. That's fantastic. How many plays do you think you will put out? Weiss, how many plays do you think you're going to have on Sunday that you might share in the Discord?
I'm probably going to have 4 or 5 total. I'm going to have 2 for Thursday, and then I'm going to have 2 or 3 for Sunday.
Perfect.
I'm going to put out. I just want to let everyone know I'm going to put out a round robin out there. Just don't ask me, or have me explain on how to enter it in whatever interface you guys are using because it's not easy.
Right,
If you have a chance, if you have a chance to go to a teller, they'll do it for you. Otherwise, it's not easy.
Right, that's for sure. And then in the Discord, I think we have. I think in the Discord under betting 101, I think there's some information about round robins. Just FYI while you're, people are in there and whatnot.
Nice.
Bankroll management's keys. Somebody wants to know about your Lambo.
So that's funny. I bought a Lambo, a Urus. I waited like a year and a half for it. I had it for like I think 10 or 11 days. And I'm just gonna give numbers because you guys asked, but I paid $291 for it, and someone in California, I don't even know how he got my information. A broker offered me $75,000 more than what I bought it for.
Wow.
And I'm not doing that well where I'm turning down $75,000. So
right.
So I sold it, walked back to the dealership, and told him I want another one, and he says now it's a 3-year wait for it.
Wow.
So and they're charging $50,000 more just to order it.
And that's just the way it is. And I just came from the car business. I was the general manager for a car lot, 3 months ago. So I know how it is. Speaking about ordering cars, I got a 2023 Jeep Wrangler come in. Guess what color it is, guys? You're right. It's purple. You know, that's gonna be pretty dope. It's like that color. All right. Well, I feel we're winding down here. I've gone through the majority of my questions. We still got a pretty decent amount of people in here, but if anybody doesn't have any more questions, or you want to pop your last second ones up in there, I can kind of close it out and we can think about moving on. Weiss, when are you dropping generally pretty early, or are you waiting until closer to like the kickoff to drop the plays you think in the Discord? I was gonna say, I feel like I might have lost him. Because his bar is red on my screen. Okay, perfect timing. Yeah, I see a red bar on his screen. So connection-wise, I think I may have finally lost him. So more than likely in terms of when he'll drop the plays, I'd imagine. I mean, if it's a 1 o'clock game, just like me, I like to kind of see, well, there's not really lineups with football, but you like to see all the way down to the end to make sure no big players are missing. Obviously, like, I don't know, if you're on Josh Allen's, quarterback yards, and Diggs and Davis are both get COVID or something, they're gonna announce that or whatever, they probably ahead of time. But what if something freak happens? So generally we try to do our best. Generally we do our best to try to get plays out in a timely manner. Like, I dropped a play for that DraftKings promo today just because I literally couldn't wait. I wanted to bet on NFL today. So but sorry, I was reading. But anyway, so we try to get them out in a timely manner. So let's see, last second questions. Appreciate it for the shout out and good show or whatever. What's the issue with FanDuel with teasers? I don't know for sure, but from what I'm seeing, and I think I understand, is in some of these college football games, if we're talking about college football, if it doesn't allow alternate lines, you can't tease it if there's no alternate line. So if you go into the game itself and you're not able to go to game lines and then pick, where it gives you literally -1 to -20 or whatever, and you can all the different things or whatever. If it doesn't let you do that, you can't tease it. So that's what's going on with that. And if you're trying to tease on NFL right now, I think the only game that really has detailed props and lines and stuff like that is oh, there's my face all the way up here, huh? I lost them all the way. Just a second, I'm gonna text them. Oops. Where is he? Sorry. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, that's what's up with teasers. Promos and stuff like that. The FanDuel is sweat free. I honestly used mine on his 2-leg parlay that he put for. He's got 2-leg anytime touchdown in the Discord. I used mine on there for the max that it allowed me to bet for that sweat free. So that's what I did on that sweat free. Normally though, I'll do mine with a +100 or something along those lines. But will we see another solo 10K challenge like last time? The 10K challenge is really, really, really hard, guys, and I think you probably realize that. But what's up, 18? I forget. Oh, Alan. Yeah, it's Alan. It's hard, and it's all you can think about. I wasn't I honestly, when I was doing the 10K challenge, I couldn't sleep. Guys, I wasn't sleeping from the challenge. Because that's all you're thinking about. And I was looking the night before, I would wake up and do it. That's all I was betting. It was just it's daunting, right? So having Hannah help me with it. Realistically, I'm helping Hannah. Like, you guys, like, if you don't know, and maybe you're not from the Discord, but she hit the 10K. I've never seen anybody do it, and Hannah did the 10 to 10K challenge. So like, she's helping me, with this, so we're working together. Dalvin Cook anytime touchdown, of course, as a Vikings fan. I don't know if I'm going to have my own sweat free or not in the Discord, to be honest, because I used it already on his play. B, it's my anniversary coming up on Monday, and I'm not going to have any plays in college football on Saturday, and I'm not going to have any plays on Sunday. So I would have to use it tomorrow. And I suppose if I come up with like something even money and I want to share, because I like to do builders. So like I was looking at one, it's like Josh Allen, 25 rush yards, Stafford over 200 pass yards, Josh Allen over 200 pass yards, Diggs at like 40, Cooper at 40, and it was like plus 105 or something like that. Like I like to do those little like builders or whatever, like kind of thing, So yeah. So anyway, I won't have a whole lot of football going, unfortunately. Not unfortunately. I'm gonna have a lot of fun in Tennessee. That's it, guys. Show's not. I lost the background. This is my background. Well, one of the backgrounds I use for the my daily show. So let me close this out here, guys. First off, if you're not following me, LiveJoeBets, I think most of you probably are. I've got 10,000, almost 10,500 followers or something like that. That's probably how you found me, or Measy retweeted it. If you made it through this entire thing and you're watching on the recorded version, I appreciate that. That was fantastic. I know we had some audio issues in the beginning, and then it got better, and then he was, perfectly fine. I don't know if that's on him. I don't know if it's on me. Like I'm just doing my thing here, just trying to help the Discord out, and just trying to provide some value to gambling Twitter and the people that are in the Discord, So it's going to be like that sometimes. And I tell you what, like it bugs the heck out of me. Like I want this to go do good. And here I am talking to all these people that I don't know. And I got X amount of people in here, and it's awkward. It's like, like it's cutting out and stuff. It's like, I know, guys, but doing our best. But I appreciate you. Thanks for everybody who retweeted it. Thank you for watching it. Very lastly, like I said, $25 bi-weekly, $50 monthly, Measy Picks Discord to get my plays and everybody else's. I say it all the time. I don't even know if I'd rank myself in the top 5, and maybe even the top half or whatever. There's a lot of people that are better than me. I will say right now, based on the tracker, I am up the most units in September though. 17-4 in college football. That's it, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Help my wife, my son. It sounds like he's being a punk, so I need to take that over and let her take like a bath or something like that. Love you all. Next week, trying to get T to Green. Next week is the golf capper. We're kind of running into some scheduling issues with that, but T to Green, trying to get him on here. This month, the plan is T to Green, Strip Chaser for he does NHL hockey. We'll be doing that at the end of the week. At the end of the month, right before hockey starts. Strip Chaser will be on. And then we're going to try to get Gateway, who lives in Ireland. So we kind of have to figure out some time zone differences there. But got the golf VIP capper, the rugby VIP capper, and the hockey VIP capper all coming here soon. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I will probably be live tomorrow individually to talk about some football, and there's an FCS game, NFL game on. I do have some props that I think I like, so I'll probably share those publicly because I'm probably not going to drop any props in the Discord because that's not really my job. There's some other cappers that are going to do that. But thank you so much for being on here. I'm going to get out of here. I feel like I'm rambling. Have a great day, and have a great day. Thanks for coming.